bringing you Bleach chapter 533, Everything But the Rain, op.6, the Gravitation. So last time where we left off, Masaki managed to grab hold of Whitey while Whitey put on his shoulder, and then boom, headshot, arrow to the head. Yeah. So, but right after that, something was like coming out of the hollow's back. I don't know. It could be like the same thing that we saw in the hole of the hollow, but whatever it was is starting to emerge out from the back, and it looks like it was about to explode. And so yeah, there was a massive explosion, but Masaki is saved thanks to Isshin, because Isshin, I guess, used himself as a shield to protect Masaki. And then we get to right where the flashbacks started, basically. Isshin is on the ground, injured from, his fight against the Hollow, and, blocking that massive explosion. And Masaki, went there to check on him. So Masaki was gonna heal Isshin, but Isshin asked who she was, and she was a bit worried of how he would react, but she decided to risk it anyway. Isshin's reaction wasn't like really hateful or anything. He was just like, oh, Quincy, huh? That's cool. It's the first time I've ever seen a Quincy before. So yeah, I guess he didn't really care much that Masaki was really Quincy. Masaki then felt really relieved, and she was actually hoping that all Shinigami were like Isshin, not very open-minded, especially towards Quincy's. Now, up in the sky, we get to see Katagiri and Ryuken. They are wearing the Quincy armor, but we don't actually get to see the whole thing. Not much to say. It looks like regular Quincy outfits, but with what looks like different bows and arrows or something. I'm not sure. So Ryuken and Katagiri, they're witnessing all this, and so Ryuken tells Katagiri that they should go since, Masaki's safe, there's no immediate danger. I was actually surprised by this by Ryuken, because I thought he would actually go down there and, I don't know, but I guess, since Masaki is safe, and I guess he could trust the Shinigami from that, I guess. Although I don't know, when Ryuken and Katagiri appeared. I mean, they could have been here ever since Masaki appeared. I don't know. Maybe, I guess they were a bit too late anyway. So, back with Aizen and the others, Kaname was really disappointed that the Hollow was a failure and that it imploded itself. Since it imploded itself, that means it achieved its final form. I'm not really sure what that means, but because of Masaki, that Quincy, that Hollow's now dead, and that it was a failure. But Aizen was pretty optimistic in this. Even though things didn't really go according to plan, things went even better than he predicted, so things are going better than according to plan. Fucking Aizen, man. Things go his way, he'll be like, it's all according to plan. But when things don't usually go this way, but things get really interesting, he's like, oh, let's see how things go. And if they go really well, then it's going even better according to plan. Fucking Aizen. Oh, I remember how. What I liked about this chapter was reminding me one of the things why I liked about Aizen. How he is when it comes to these kinds of things. Now, Aizen actually found it really fascinating that the Hollow decided that, that they created from the dead Shinigami soul, chose a target that happens to be a Quincy. And he wants to see how things really unfold. And considering how things are going in the series so far, pretty good, I guess, if you think about it. Now, back in Soul Society, Isshin was reporting everything that happened in Karakura Town to Yamamoto, and despite Isshin, going into the world of living without permission, Yamamoto did praise him for his judgment, and thanks to him, the body count was kept to a minimum. Okay, 2 Shinigami died, but who the hell cares? And the collateral damage has been nominal, so Yamamoto was gonna let it slide. However, Isshin didn't tell the captains and the head captain about him being saved by the Quincy. So I guess because he didn't know how the captains would react to hear that Quincy's are still alive, since apparently according to Isshin, the existence of Quincy's has been a rumor. And now it's been confirmed. He doesn't know like how the captains will react. I mean, will they try to kill them again? We're not sure. Also, they probably might be disappointed in him by being saved by Quincy. Now, between the two, Masaki in her school and Isshin in his home, I think, or maybe the Squad 10 headquarters, they're both thinking about each other. It's basically the start of the forbidden romance between a Shinigami and a Quincy. Yeah, I knew this was going to continue on with that. So Masaki was actually thinking about Isshin, regretting not asking him for his name. Isshin was thinking about Masaki and hoping that the next time that he sees her, then he will give her a token of his gratitude. Back with Masaki, she's talking with her friends. One's named Kana and one's named Shiho. They're actually talking about Ryuken, which turns out that Ryuken and Masaki are really cousins. And yet they're engaged. As I said before, in some regions of Japan, in some families, it is legal to marry your cousins. In some parts of Japan, at least. It's a bit weird for me, though. One of them was actually talking about Ryuken and how he's kind of hot and she wants to play with his joystick, hint, hint. Sexual innuendo. But Masaki bumps into something and a lot of people are like really confused as what is going on. But if you actually look closely, she bumps into something that's black. But in the last panel of that page, she bumps into something. Her face is like all shadowy. I'm not really sure, but the thing she bumps into was completely invisible. But it turns out that the thing that she bumped into was actually a person, so she apologized and then headed back to her friends. And it turns out that that person was Urahara. Coincidence? Who knows? And that's basically it from the chapter. So yeah, that is Bleach chapter 533. My thoughts? Well, I like this chapter. I thought this chapter was okay. Yeah, the Hollow is definitely dead. Poor Whitey. But who knows, we might get to see him again as Shirosaki, if he really is Shirosaki, or could be the offspring of Whitey, I guess. Well, that is still not known. Now, Aizen, he mentioned that Whitey chose Masaki as a target, her being a Quincy, so that is still left to be speculated because, I mean, it's possible that Whitey probably gave her the essence of the hollow, and it was absorbed into her by that bite, or that or Aizen might get the remains of the hollow and try to inject it onto Masaki. I still think that it was from the bite that Masaki absorbed the essence from the hollow and thus probably transferring it to Ichigo. That would make sense. Although it's still too early to confirm it because we don't know as of yet. I'll admit the flashback for this chapter was okay, but it felt like it was a bit slow or rushed. I'm not really sure, but it felt like not a lot was really happening, but we do get to learn a couple of things and seeing the development between Masaki and Isshin, their relationship coming to fruition. And the fact that Masaki bumped into Urahara, I thought that was a bit weird, a bit of a coincidence. I'm not really sure. But but then the last panels, I wasn't really sure if Urahara was really invisible or not. I guess only Masaki saw him. I'm not really sure, but I think because of the thing that she bumped into, it was all white. So I'm assuming that Urahara was invisible towards the humans, except for Masaki, because, you know, she's a Quincy and she can see hollows. And I guess that was why he was intrigued by her, because he was turning back looking at her, so I guess he was interested. I don't know if Urahara is going to have some sort of part in between Isshin and Masaki. Most likely Isshin, but I'm not really sure about Masaki, so that is still up for debate at the moment. But overall, I thought this chapter was okay. I thought it was good. Hopefully we'll get to see more in the next flashbacks. I don't know how long this is gonna take. Maybe we'll go up to everything but the rain OP10. Who knows? So yeah, that is Bleach chapter 533. I'm gonna spiral on 27, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.